Hello. Okay, I am back. I don't really know where I left off, to be quite honest with you. But I feel like I'm happy. I got you real close to me. You know, this is definitely very creepy. Oh my god. I really hope nobody watches this that is like, you know what, who cares? It just doesn't matter. Anyone can watch. Anyone can enjoy the smile. Yeah, that's terrifying. mm. So handsome. Anyways, that's that self-love I was talking about. I found some beauty. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I learned by making a lot of mistakes. And a lot of mistakes got me all the way here. And I didn't do so bad for myself. I'm truly really proud of it. I'm so happy with what I've been able to do. Give me 1 second. This one is a really hard question. Beautiful. Okay. But yeah, so I guess from here, right? Where do we go? I think that's the weird thing about that question is I think it's a way more simple answer than a lot of people put it to be, and me included, right? I can literally just think of it as time to get better. It's time to get better. It's time to move on. It's time to just look to the light. It's just time to look for the light. And we deserve to be okay with that fact, because that's just the reality of things now, right? That's just the reality of where we're at. We did good. I took the reality of who I was and seeing the ways of my wrongs. I changed. I did the right steps to apologize, and you know, what else is left, right? What else is left? Because I accept myself. I accept my wrongs. I accept everything that I've done. And it's not up to me, or it wouldn't be right of me to expect them to accept that, because that's not up for me to decide. That's not right. What is right to do is let them know you changed. Let them know how sorry you are, and let them know you did everything you could and would do it all over again and would be so happy to. And don't make excuses. It just doesn't benefit anyone. Like, oh, you misunderstood me. It doesn't make it better. Like, regardless whether you're right or wrong, it just sadly doesn't make you better. Because it's like what they're feeling, you're invalidating. I think if you are like in a place where you really think they're wrong, how I would approach it is maybe being very gentle, because they're vulnerable right now. They're insecure, they're conscious. And what you should kind of do is maybe consider taking pride aside. Say, hey, I understand where you're coming from, and I hope that with time I can just let you know how I kind of see things. And in my eyes, I really thought I was right. And I completely understand right now that's just not important. Whether I'm right, whether I'm wrong, whether you're right, whether you're wrong. What matters to me is that you're okay. What matters to me is that I want to show you that regardless of what has happened, none of that matters to me other than you. Because my pride isn't here. My worries aren't here other than my worries about you. I think that's just the right approach. Because it's just wrong. It's just wrong. You can't expect them to love you after. You can't expect them to care about you after, but you can try your best to make yourself deserving of that. And even if you aren't deserving, that's just a part of life. You're not deserving of that love, and that's okay. That's okay. It really is. Because it's not a sign that you are a bad person. It's just a sign that they're not able to love you the way that you wish you could be loved at this moment. It might change in the future. That's very possible. I know my love has changed for people all the time. And it doesn't mean I didn't love them or love them less, love them more. It's just how I love them can change. It just, love is like energy, honestly. It just sometimes changes forms. Um, like sometimes you're not really the most loving towards them, but it doesn't mean you don't love them. It just means you're having a hard time expressing that because it's just a really hard time. It's just a difficult time. And it doesn't mean it's anyone's fault. And even if it is, it doesn't mean it has to end in a sad, negative way. And I think that's the beauty of it all is it doesn't have to be the end of anything. It could honestly, it could be the opening into something stronger, healthier, happier. And how I would go about that is honestly, like I kind of said already, but I understand where you're coming from. And I love you. I really love and care for you. And that's not what I want for us to go through right now. I don't see this being useful for us to struggle like this. So I'm going to be here for you if there's anything I can do. And, that might come off really rude because I might have the need that I should already know how to treat you right, but I'm sorry. I really just don't. I want to learn and I want to be better, but right now I just don't know how to do it right. And I'd love to. I'd love to learn. I'd love to be open-minded with you. And that can just bring a kind of sense of care that wouldn't have existed before. But I will say though, there are implications of this that can go really negatively if you're not careful. Because the reality is, if you are someone that's basically going head over heels and going absolutely crazy to try to appease them, appeasing is completely different. Appeasing is bad. Appeasing is not the right way to do it. Oh, I'm so sorry, honey. I'm so sorry. It's my fault. It's all my fault. No, no. If they're not doing their part, or you can't see them trying for you as well, it's not worth it. And you have to get out. Because a relationship is two-way street. I'm not giving you some red pill, black pill, some garbage. The reality is, even in friendships, if you're the only one that's making these plans, making the plan to hang out or talk or giving the calls. It's just like, do you even like me, or do you want me to just give you all my attention and you just don't care about me? And you wouldn't do the same for me. If they wouldn't do the same for you, or something at least similar, because of course sometimes people just can't give as much. Like, if you're rich, you can give 1,000,000 or whatever, and someone just doesn't have it, just can't. That's different. If they're giving their 100%, that's good. That's good. Because if you're able to give your 100%, then that's perfect. Both of you are giving your 100%, and that's more important. Equity is more important than equality. That's what's very important. I suppose there's this stupid quote of like, as long as both of you are equaling to 100, you're good to go. Now, of course, that's kind of stupid, because if you're pulling 100% of the fucking relationship and they're pulling 0, that's still 100. But that's obviously not going to work out. And that's really stupid. But anyways, I mean, I'd really like to see things in a way that is okay. In a way that, with everything in life, whether it goes right or wrong, that we're okay in the end. And frankly, that's only up for us to decide. Because whether you like it or not, you can leave it by the power of God, but what's that going to do for you? Right? What's that going to help? Because you could say, I pray to God that happens and all that, but the reality is, how the fuck is that going to work? How, just be fucking honest with me. I'm getting kind of frustrated with that, because if you want something to happen, you yourself have the ability to do something for it, and you don't, and you're hoping God does, or whatever, something that's outside of your control. You're setting yourself for biggest failure, bigger failure than I believed myself to be when I was depressed and all this other shit. All right? So, you're a failure if you think that. So, please understand that. And it's not something I have to be so harsh about, but the reality is, you definitely need some tough love if you are doing it that way. Because I definitely needed some tough love. But of course, I also did just need love. I wasn't happy, and I didn't really feel loved. I didn't feel cared for quite a long time. And that's just the reality that I have to live with. It wasn't anyone's fault. And you can't expect someone else to love you. Especially when you don't love yourself even. Or make a good reason why someone should love you. If it's that hard, then just look in the fucking mirror. Come on. Don't make this harder for yourself. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for what I've seen. Even though I wish it wasn't so harsh at times, or lonely, or sad, or damaging. The actions that I did throughout that pain damaged me. And not like just reputation or, how people see me, but it damaged me internally. Making those bad decisions and honestly hurting people, even ones I didn't care for, in many ways hurt me in the end. And I think that is very, very sad. Jesus Christ. Another one? Why the fuck is there another one? Jeez. Yeah, there's, I guess, another test. What? That's crazy. That's insane. Okay, well, we have 100 questions. We're not doing that right now. Hell no. Anyways, okay. Okay, we can do that another time. Okay, let's kind of just... I don't know. Come here. Come here, you son of a bitch. Alright. There we go. Well, hello. Okay. So, even making all these mistakes and growing from it, I've learned I've regretted quite a lot. Especially just who I've hurt. But frankly, it's just that I did hurt people. I've regretted that. Even though at times I would just enjoy it or make me feel better, I think it was just about revenge or some other benevolent extra thing that shouldn't have been so important. I think I want to be better. And I've realized that, I think deep down for a very long time, but I truly do feel it more and more. I'm afraid, I think sometimes it's definitely a little too late for certain things. And the reality is, it is very late. It's not like I can, take that back. But at least I hope I can sound good right now. But I can't change the past. I can only change what I do in the future, and or do the right thing now. The people I've hurt, if they ever watch this, I guess, I am sorry. I'll always be sorry. And I'll always try to change. For the best I can. And frankly, the reality is, even with apologies, sometimes they're not believable. Sometimes they're really hard to accept. Sometimes it's like they see a monster forever, or it's just like it's impossible to see you different now because they've made up their mind. And that's possible too. And I can't expect them to not do that. And that would be wrong of me. But I can try. I can try my best to be better and my best to be the best man I could be. And I can regret, I guess. Oops, losing all my lights. I think that's my cue to end this up faster. Jeez. I got all these lights and they're getting really bad. Oh, there we go. Alright. Yep. Let me just set this up. I am so sorry. This is so ghetto at this point. I mean, the quality is so good. And this is so bad. But yeah, I've tried, and I'm gonna keep trying best I can. And I'm gonna be as handsome as I can while doing it. I've gained so much weight over the years. I used to be so much skinnier, like 50 pounds skinnier, and it's crazy how much I've changed. I guess they do say like happy weight and all that, but I don't know. Too happy weight does exist too. Yeah, getting too happy and doing some bad decisions of food decisions. I don't mean doing more hurt. But, anyways, thank you. Thank you to everyone who has taught me something. Thank you for watching, if you are. Let's be honest. Who's going to be watching? Nobody. Nobody. I can make this thumbnail as beautiful as I could do. Nobody's watching. But I think I'm not going to care about that. Or at least try not to. Unconsciously, it's a little different. But, good Lord. I'm scared. I'm scared of the future. And I'm scared of what I'm gonna be able to do. And I don't mean that like I'm scared of myself or something, but I'm scared of all the options that will come my way. Because I am scared of doing the wrong decision. But maybe I can start thinking of it as not the wrong decision, but just a decision. Not wrong or right, just a decision. We do our best, regardless. And I deserve the chance to prove myself to myself again and again. And also, I deserve to be kind to myself. And I can be kind to others. And this dude is not shutting up. I'm so sorry. I want to be the best man I could be. Happily. Yeah. I want to be happily the best man I could be. Not with any regrets of being good. Or especially the regrets of not being able to do something I really, really wanted to. That in reality would be so easy to just do. Like, for example, just talking to someone really nice or someone that would make me happy. I owe it to myself. I deserve to make myself happy. I am really scared of rejection, though. Jesus Christ. Rejection is scary. But, yeah. I'm gonna love really hard. Love the best way I can and be the best man I could be. I deserve it. Yeah. Well, thank you. Thanks for watching. And I hope I get monetized at some point. Make some money. Wouldn't hurt. I keep buying all this expensive stuff and I gotta fund it one way or another, you know? I'm not gonna start selling feet pics. But yeah, I don't know. I'm happy. I'm happy with a lot of thoughts. I'm also gonna accept my wrongs. And I'm gonna move on. Because I see myself for who I am today. And I'm happy with who that is. And I have no doubt the future people will be too. They will. My future friends, loves. I don't want to I don't want to love without having good reason to. Well, you know what? That sounds wrong. I want to love to the fullest, but I also just don't want to waste my energy. I get tired more easily as time goes on, and unfortunately, I also get really, really low in patience. But for now, I'm gonna have as much patience for myself as I need, and I'm happy. I will be happier, right? And fulfilled and I'm gonna get everything that I want done. I'm gonna talk to the people I want to talk to. I'm gonna give the love I want to give without thinking it's gonna be rejected. And if it's honestly genuine, it's pretty hard to be rude to. Like, if I'm just being nice, hey, I think you're a really nice person and would really like to know you or something like that. It's not like you're gonna be like, oh hell no. I mean, they could if I looked like a bum or they thought I was hideous, which I don't know. Maybe the nose is huge. Look at this nose. But I'm not insecure about it. I think it's just different taste. You know, it's not like actually I feel like a lot of people like big noses. Hell, I like them on girls. It's so nice. It's so nice having like a prominent nose, like crazy, crazy villager nose, some Squidward nose. Yeah, it's kind of fun. I feel like I can go on for days. I swear this is really like it's therapeutic, regardless of who it's for. It's really not fun posting though. This shit is not fun. Like I tried posting one thing, did not post. Anyways, thank you again, and I hope my day and your day keeps getting better because my day was great. And you know what? Every day I've been living to my fullest, and I have no regrets. No regrets. I can breathe. I can finally breathe. Okay, so bye bye. Oh, there's the button. Bye.